Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel CAD Tools for Beginners. In this tutorial, we are going to design a model in a part design. So let's practice this exercise in this tutorial. So we have this front view, top view and side views available in this drawing. So let's start with the front view first. We'll create this front circle and we'll extrude it till 80 mm. So you can see 80 mm and 80 mm diameter here. So let's start with the part design, mechanical design, then part design. Then you can rename it to any other name. I will just keep the same name here and just create one sketch with a sketch positioning. So you can see the vertical is up and horizontal is on the X side. Okay, so just click on OK, and then here we'll create the circle and provide the dimension as 80 mm. So diameter of 80, and just we need to pad it. So we'll use the mirrored extent here, so that 40 will be this side and 40 will on the other side. So let's add 40 and just click on the mirror extent. So now let's focus on the left side part here. So we can do this with the help of two ways. First, we can create this upper profile and we can use a shaft command to revolve that profile around and then create the feature, or else you can create the circles and then you can pad it to 20 mm and then to the feature we already created. So we'll create with the help of shaft command here. So let's create a profile on the front plane. Ensure V on the up and H on the right side. So we will create the profile. Now provide the dimensions. So from center to outer it's 100 mm and then 60 mm, and this is 20 and this is 10. This will be 5 actually, because 60 minus 50 is 10 divided by 2, so that will be 5. So provide this dimension 100 mm, provide this 20 mm, and then let's provide this as well to 5 mm, and the last one is outer diameter here, which is 30. And then we have this profile ready. Just exit the workbench and then you can use the shaft command here. So the profile is automatically selected here. We need to provide the axis. So just select this H axis, horizontal axis, and then click OK. So now we have the second feature created. We'll provide these fillets at the end of this lecture. So now let's move on to the third feature. This is a bend we'll create here. So this is 60 mm radius, and if you see, this is 180, the outer and the center is 180. This center to outer, which is 100, so this should be 80. So we'll create that. Again, we'll create the same on the front plane. Just click OK, and then I will create a profile. Just escape this one. So this is, we have 80 mm. Now we need to create this 60 mm radius, and if you see, we'll use this 10 mm as well for now. So just create using corner, or you can use a circle arc as well. There are a lot of ways you can create. Just click on yes and provide the dimension, which is 60 mm, and then this to 10 mm. So we have this profile ready with us. Now we can create a profile, create a sketch here. So now again we are propagating the same profile, which is 60 mm. Let's create the profile on this plane. So now if you see V on the left side here, just reverse that and then swap the position so that you will see H on above side and then H on the V on the upper side and H on the right side. Just click on OK and create a circle again. Provide a dimension, say 60, and then exit the workbench. And now we'll use the reap command. Just select the reap command here. So profile, we need to select this profile, and the center curve, just select this one, and then click on OK. So it will create this reap. So now we'll create the upper part here. Just sketch on this plane, so which is again a circular part here. So here I think we have made some mistake, so let me go back here, go to the tree here, and then in the sketch we need to just provide as 50, not 60, and then click on exit workbench. So now we are good. So again go to the top face here. So we'll draw here. So create a again circle, and now we'll make this 2 as a concentric. Provide dimension as 60 mm and then exit the workbench. And now do the pad here on the reverse direction by 10 mm. So now we will create this flange. This is having this radius 15, means we can say a diameter of 30. This is again diameter of 30, and distance between these two is 100 mm. So again go on this face here, and then here let's create an axis, and provide a dimension from here to here as 80, right? Yeah, this is 80. So create a circle of 30 diameter. This is 30 and this is 30, and distance between the two is, center point is 100 mm. So we'll provide one more dimension here. As 50, and we'll again project these elements for this circle so that we can make these tangents here. So now we'll create the tangents to it. So just use this bi-tangent line. Just select the circle and create a tangent here. So just double click if you want to use it multiple times. Similarly select this, and then you can just trim the inside lines. Okay, so again I will just double click on the eraser. So we have our profile ready. Okay, so exit the workbench and then again use a pad here, and then on the reverse direction just use this 10 mm and click OK. So now we have this flange ready with us. So you can use this, you can create these holes with the help of hole command. So we'll do it again later. So let's create the front profile first now, again, which is a cylindrical profile. So now just use a front plane again. So let's create this part here, so which is 100 mm down, and then this is 10 mm width. And if you see the outer dimension is 100 mm, so we can create 50 on each side, and then yeah, the inside one is 60 mm diameter. So let's create here, use a profile, provide the dimensions. So this is 100 mm, and then this is 50 mm, and the inside one is 30 mm. This is 30, and then the width is 10 here. Okay, now we can just use the revolve command. So exit the workbench. So use a shaft here, and then select the axis. This V, and then click on OK. So now we have this feature ready with us. So now we'll create this features here, which is the outer diameter is 20, which is R10, and this inner diameter is 10 mm. So again, let's create here. We'll create one, and then other will be we can create with the help of pattern. So let's create a diameter circle of 100 mm here, just for reference. And you can just create it with a dotted line. And now we can create a circle of 20 and 10. Here, and again just use a projection here, and for now you can just delete this, create a line, just create a vertical line here. make them as a tangent. And then use the eraser here again. So now you have the profile ready here. So exit the workbench and just check what is the thickness of. So use a pad command here. I think there is something missing here, so just double click here. I think we have some crossing lines. Yeah, if you see here, you can see that. Similarly, check this side. Oh, sorry. So now which is correct, right? So simply exit. Use a pad command on the reverse direction, keep it as 10. Now we can just pattern this. So use a circular pattern. So click here and you can just select the pad. So here just provide a reference element. The instances you can provide as, let's say, 3 you want. So if you see here, we need, so this is 60, this is 60. So if you see here, we have 2 instances with a different spacing. So we have 60, 60, there is 120 in between these two, but 180 minus 60, that will be 120 in between these two and in between these two. So we can use one option here, instances with unequal angular spacing. So again we can provide this as 120. So it will create a 120 here, and then we can simply provide 120 here, 60 plus 60. So it will create these 3 instances. So this way we can created this one, and then now we can create holes here, which is of 10 mm. So select a hole here. So diameter we need 10 mm, and this is again a 10 mm. So just position the sketch. We can just make it to concentric and then exit the workbench and just click OK. So we have this hole so created. So again you can use a similar kind of circular pattern. So with the irregular spacing, select a reference element as x-axis, and then the solid we need to select as this hole here, and just close this one. So again provide 120 mm, and then you can manually change here as 120 mm. And just click OK. So there are a lot of ways you can create this type of circular patterns. So you can just create a hole before this circular pattern we have already created, and you can just add a circular pattern with both the features in the same pattern. Okay, so now we'll create these holes again at the bottom. This is 10 mm holes. So select this face, you create on this side. Just create the holes here, which is at a diameter of 80. Just create 80. Let's create a diameter of 80 circle first. Then provide the dimension 80 and then make it as a construction. Just provide this. This is a 10 mm diameter, and these are the 4 holes. So again, or instead of it, again you can create with the help of hole command, but I will keep this as it is with a sketcher now and use the pocket here and just click OK. So again use a circular pattern. Reference element you need to select, so Z axis, and the solid I will select here this hole. Or this pocket, right? Yeah, here is the pocket. And now this is complete crown and we need 4 instances. Simply click OK. So now we have created this pattern here. Now let's move on to these 2 circles. This is a 15 mm diameter. So we'll create this with the help of hole now. So again, position the sketch. Oh, sorry. Actually, before this, we need to just move it away from the axis point and click on the position sketch. And again, make this as a construction. Just click OK. So I'm trying to use multiple commands, whatever we can use here. Again, I will use a mirror now. So just select this feature and then now I need to select this as a mirroring plane, and it will create this hole as a mirror, right? So now we'll create this as a pocket. Slot will create here. So now let's find out the profile we have used earlier. Just show it and again use this front plane. And just project this. And here I will create one line. Just create a line here. Just exit the workbench. Now we have this profile ready, center curve ready, and we can just use a rip command. Before that, we need to create a circle here. provide a dimension of 40 mm, and then now we need to just select this point and then make them coincidence, not coincidence actually here. This center point of this circle and then this point, just make them as coincidence and then exit the workbench. So now use a slot command and then select this center curve. So just click on OK. Now you can see this is hollow now. Now you can again make the hole here, which is of, this is 100, so this is 60. So just create a circle profile here as well, or maybe better create on the front plane, then click OK. Just create a circle and provide a dimension 60 mm. Exit the workbench and then use a pocket. So here again let's select the same thing, we need to mirror extend it and then click OK. So now we have created this hollow part, and now the final step is we just need to provide the fillets here. So this is 10 mm radius, so here we have each fillet. This is a 10 mm. Okay, so it is not taking, so just provide as 5 mm. Yes, and now you can keep it as a 5 mm here, and then similarly just provide the fillet here. $10 mm, and then here you can provide a stain. Similarly take the fillet, or maybe you can just simply try to select here as well. Just select the multiple edges here and then click on preview and then click OK. We can see the fillet is applied in the same command. Here you can see some chamfer available. So in this way you can create this model here, and you can just hide this unwanted sketches. Now you can also hide the axis system. So yeah, so this is we have created, and if you want you can add some additional chamfers here. Just add the chamfers for these edges. Let's add for this one as well. Just click on preview. You will see the chamfers have been applied to it. Yeah, so thanks for watching this video. Hope you have enjoyed watching it. If you do have any queries, please mention in the comment box below. Also don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel for such more interesting videos. Thank you so much for watching.